everybody, today I'm back with another video. This video is the start of a series. The series is gonna be called Easy Anxiety because I'm gonna explain as clearly and as easy as possible what it means to have an anxiety disorder, what kinds of disorders there are, and this will be a 6-part series with 6 different anxiety disorders. When I'm doing research for these kinds of videos, there's so many difficult words that I don't understand, and I want that my audience can be anybody from any part of the world. My disclaimer: this information is strictly from the internet, books, or from personal experience. Don't expect me to know everything. I don't know everything, and I'm just trying to spread awareness and help people and talk about this kind of subjects. And also don't self-diagnose, please. That's not a good thing. So one more thing I want to say before I start this: I was once diagnosed with anxiety. I was then 15 and I was struggling with a lot of things, and I didn't know what I was going through, and I really wanted to know what was wrong with me. So I kind of wanted my psychologist to tell me what was wrong with me, and he diagnosed me with anxiety. I later realized that that definitely wasn't my problem. I definitely have borderline personality disorder, but anxiety comes with a lot of different disorders. You can have depression and anxiety, anything. So anxiety is something very common, and it sounds weird, but you don't have to be afraid of anxiety. Anyways, let's get into the video. Anxiety, I want to start off. Anxiety is a feeling that a lot of people feel. It's normal, it's part of being a human, and it prevents you from getting into situations you shouldn't be in. So anxiety can be very helpful. With that said, we're going to talk about generalized anxiety disorder. The first disorder I'm covering, and the one I think the most people will think, oh, I probably have that's not necessarily true. This disorder means that a person usually has a lot of anxiety throughout the day about all kinds of small stuff that you wouldn't necessarily have to have anxiety about. This is not stuff like presentations in school, because a lot of people feel anxiety for those kind of things, or new jobs. It's all normal. But with this disorder, it means that it actually really interferes with your personal life. Being late or small stuff like that can cause so intense worries that something really bad's gonna happen because you are late. And obviously being late to something is not good, but it shouldn't cause this much of anxiety. Okay, so the symptoms. The physical symptoms are panic attacks, hot and cold flushes, racing heart, tightening on your chest, quick breathing, restlessness, feeling intense, wound up, and edgy. The physical symptoms always show the connection between your mental health and your physical health. It's really important to see this connection, I feel like. Okay, psychological. Excessive fear, worry. Okay, I'm not sure if I say this right, but catastrophizing. What I'm trying to say is that you make really small things really big. Like, if something small happens, it's the end of the world, basically. And obsessive thinking. Then, behavior-wise, there's also some symptoms. These include avoidance of situations that make you feel anxious. These can impact your study, your work, or your personal life, which is obviously the worst, because that's why I want to talk about this stuff, because it's really important that people can live their life as much as they want and not get blocked by mental issues, which happens a lot. So if you're feeling any of this, please go seek help. It's okay to seek help. I did it too. And even though the people around you might not be as supportive as my people around me, you have to choose. You're the only one that's gonna do you. It's your life in the end. So we're gonna get into the causes. This is always very interesting to me because it doesn't always have to do with things you go through. It can also have to do with something biological. This I'm gonna read because I'm sorry, but I can't say this all at once. I'm gonna read this for you. The brain has special chemicals called neurotransmitters that send messages back and forth to control the way a person feels. Serotonin and dopamine are two important neurotransmitters that, when disrupted, can cause feelings of anxiety and depression. Researchers have also found that several parts of the brain are involved in fear and anxiety. So with this, it's not very clear yet, besides the neurotransmitters, which is very interesting to me because the brain is just so interesting to me. Give a thumbs up if the brain is very interesting to you too. The next one is relatives, and this is something pretty sad, I guess, but it happens a lot that when your parents or family members have anxiety, you have a bigger chance to have anxiety too, at least generalized anxiety disorder. They can also be caused by stressful life events. So when big life events happen, this disorder can be triggered. These life events can be things like the birth of a child, a new job, a breakup of a big relationship you had with someone, moving houses. Physical, sexual, and emotional abuse can also increase the chance of getting GAD. What can also increase it is other traumatic experiences in the childhood, like parents separating or death. There's also psychological factors. There are some personality traits that can increase your chance of having this disorder, which are being sensitive, being emotional, or experiencing general nervousness, inability to tolerate frustration, which means you get mad pretty quick and you can't really handle anything that frustrates you. Feeling inhibited, also meaning you feel you're not in your own body or in your own home, and having perfectionist tendencies. So this was part 1. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned from this. I definitely learned from the research I did for this one, and I will see you for part 2. Okay, have a good day. Subscribe to me and like and comment whatever you want. So bye, see you next time.